So hello, our team is Spider Bite, and I'm Wen Hao, and this is Yimi and Armin. We're doing the final prediction of this year. So before we dive into the technical part, we just want to share why we're working on this, because we are all big fans of NBA, and then there are tons of data available online, so it saves a little bit hassle. And then there's a huge fan base of NBA, so I guess a lot of people really want to know, and we want to apply our knowledge to it. And then here are the things we're going to cover. Yeah, and let's dive in. And then in terms of data collection, we're primarily using the NBA API. This is API available in Python that works with the official NBA sites to gather data. And the second one is HoopSkype. That's primarily used for collecting players' salaries. And then for analysis, you want to go ahead?
Okay. So for the future training purpose, we need to do an analysis of all the key features so that we can have a basic idea of what features are important so that we can use that more for the future training part. So we do a simple correlation heat map first, and we can see that offensive rating are highly related to the true shooting percentage for each team, and points assist, and points also are more related to assist true shooting percentage. And we also did importance predicting based on different kind of features. We feed it into the XGBoost and use that to rank all the features for predicting each teams to get into playoffs. That's showcased for 2023, and we can see that on the contest just shows whether it's 3 points or 2 points are important here. And we also did win rates, calculate the total win rates for each team, like in 2023, right? And we can see that actually the I think 2023 championship going to Nuggets, right? So the stronger team could perform a higher win rate both in regular season and playoff seasons. So that's why our data should cover both. So to do a short conclusion for that is offensive rating, those contested shots, rebounds, and free throws, and the true shooting percentage are important in predicting for a player getting into for a team whether the team can get into the playoffs. And also we need to use the previous data for both playoffs and regular seasons.
Okay, and then for the data we use in the ability prediction, and then here are the columns I made to compare what's common in for MVPs and non-MVPs. And if we take a closer look, MVPs tend to gain more points on average from 2015 all the way to 2023. And then MVPs tend to have more wins and blocks, steal, turnover. It's very interesting. Rebounds, and in terms of ages, MVP doesn't have any difference in the age versus non-MVP. And then we're diving into models. Also, so for MVP prediction, the model actually is XGBoost, and here I use a ranking as the objective here, because using a manual prediction, we have to face a large data imbalance, and using ranking, what it produces is which is a score to evaluate how a player is going to be the MVP. Yeah.
So for the champion prediction model, we use the team data from 2020 to 2025 and aggregate all the regular playoffs as a training data for the features. There are like 100 features to be aggregated, and use this year's data as the input to predict. And we set the labels to be the playoff achievements in each season, which like 0 means that this team has not entered into the playoffs, while 1 means that the team have won the championship in that year. The higher score it got means that the further the team goes into the playoffs. And we use the best performing model is like neural network. Yeah.
So for MVP predictions, we predicted Shea is going to be like has highest chances to become the MVP, followed by Nikola Jokic and Jason Tatum. And for the championship prediction, we actually did a playoff simulation, and the winner resulted to be the Boston Celtics as a returning winner. And these are just the current standings, so it's not just that the first place teams are winning every time. We actually have the second place team going all the way. And these are also current odds through the NBA website, which also show the same results as Shea winning. That's it.
Question.
Yeah. I'm guessing determining the winning probability of a basketball team is due to various, I guess, actions that they perform on the field. But most valuable players are sort of, I see it as one feature, but you made the focus of your study. And did you find that your modeling of players in their value and their impact on the team's performance is also a key to deciphering the winning probability of the team? Because I'm thinking you work on 2 problems, right? The value of the players and identifying them, as well as predicting whether the team is going to do well. I'm wondering whether there are any insights across those 2 efforts. Because valuable players make a team perform well, I suppose. Did this turn out to be sort of a well predicting feature for team performance as well?
Yeah. We believe that valuable player, if there are valuable player, more valuable players in the team, right? His show up in the team will eventually improve the data for the team. So we basically focus more on directly using the team data to predict champions.
Say something about how often they pass and how they play with other players.
Yeah, that's all counted into the team data.
Superstar can bring down.
Yeah, there's like positive or negative values describing that player when he's on the court and off the court, how much value he's creating to the team. Yeah, we made a simple correlation analysis.
You have a result in your slides that would speak to all this stuff?
Not in the slide.
We are big that the current community results come up with you. If we cannot see them before we give a score of reports, we will not know that how accurate your results are. Okay, so for the MVP prediction, I use the XGBoost to generate a score based on their matrices, and that score is determined of who will be the MVP this year. and then doing fact checking with the current MVP use, and it turns out my model had the same prediction as the current news.
So your prediction is same as others' prediction. It's not the. In
I
real.
mean, other sources, other. Like,
Yeah.
If one evaluates the results of the model, maybe it can use the result of last year as the test.
oh, you mean like how they do on the training data?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, you only have the result of the training data and the current prediction, but you cannot, you don't know the branches.
oh, you won't know sorry, can you say that again?
Ground truth.
I mean, you don't know branches for this season,
Oh, yeah,
so you
right.
will not be able to give a real evaluation.
Right, that's true. I think that's the nature of predicting problem, maybe.
But what about just get more history? We trained like 3 years ago,
Yeah.
we tested on 2 years ago. If you want to take that source, you can have information.
Yeah, I think it's kind of similar for both for predicting MVP or predicting championship, right? Because during the training part, you need to split the data to training and validation set. So while validation set, you only use like for example, for championship prediction, we like set the data set to 100% to be the previous data. By then, I mean that for example, during the training set, oh sorry, the validation part is like the training set, like using the previous data, like the data before 2021 to predict 2021 as while 2021 is validation set, so we can see the validation loss during the training part, which is the way we can see the ground truth.
How many years of data do you work with?
5 to 4 years. So the data is for 2020 to 2025 this year.
Yeah, and then Ford MVP is from 2015.
Okay.
Thank you.